from Shenandoah SewandVac here in Woodstock, Virginia. And you'll notice I haven't cleaned up my store hardly at all. Last week was kind of wild, doing all kinds of stuff. So today, well, how y'all doing? It's a rainy day, kind of dreary. I'm pointing this way, which on Facebook looks like I'm pointing that way, which actually I'm pointing away. But on YouTube, I am pointing in the right direction because I reversed the camera here. So if I have any words or anything, everybody on Facebook will see them backwards. I don't know how to change that yet, but I'm hoping I can find out soon. Okay, let's see, where else am I here? Okay, I hope you're all having a good day so far, all of you that aren't watching. And we will get started here. I first wanted to show one of the items that I got this past week that was really kind of strange. This is an item, usually I like to start off with something weird because nobody's watching, they'll see it later. Oh, hello there. Welcome. All right, so I don't have names, so I can't go on with what's going on there. But this was a donation to the corporation here, and this is an Electrolux shampooer. And you think, ooh, wow, I want one of those. Well, the way it works is you open up the soap. Oops, it broke. There's a little, it broke. There's a little cap on here you poured your shampoo into. Very well. And then you had this that you hooked up to your vacuum cleaner wand. You turn on your vacuum cleaner, and the suction was supposed to cause this brush to turn. It didn't do it very well. And so this would turn on your floor, your rug, and shine it and polish it up, get the soapy stuff in there and clean it up. Then you were supposed to let it dry, and then you go vacuum all the soap and scum and everything up off the carpet. That's what I was supposed to do, but they never worked too well. But this one the customer gave me, and they said they used it. It had a little string on it, so they could put it on their wand and then pull on it to release water out the bottom here into their wonderful carpet. You might gather by the way I'm mentioning this, it's not a great idea. Although probably some people were very happy with it at the time. But when you make your floor very wet, it's going to break the glue down in the bottom. And it's not going to do a good job. What this is supposed to do is just a little bit of soapy water to foam up on top of the carpet, on the top of the carpet. And then you get to all the carpet all foamy. And then you stop and let it dry. And once it's dry, then you go back and vacuum it up with a regular vacuum cleaner, hoping to scrape all the grease and grime and the soap. The problem was the carpet still stayed a little sticky, and it did a great job of cleaning the bottom of your shoes. So I was very good that way. All right, one more adventure this week that I'm going to talk about is this past week that I had a Mila, rhymes with Sheila, vacuum cleaner came in, and the cord winder got pulled out. I don't know why or how or anything. And I'm not going to mention names because I don't know if there's a story behind it. Okay, but as I was working on it, I noticed that the spring came loose. And I thought, well, I'll just work it a little bit. Well, as you can see there, the spring kind of went kavuvabavi. And that's a word in some language somewhere. And it almost got my face, this little piece of metal. And fortunately, it didn't. I'm still working on trying to get this unwound so that I can use it, but it's a good hard spring. Once I get it together, it'll do a really, really, really good job. All right, remember, my phone is number one went away. My one watcher went away. I guess they didn't like the shampooing talk. Okay, I got my phone here. My phone number is 540-459-1888. Please call me, ask me any question you want. Just had a lady call me about a bunch of sewing machines she inherited and wanted to know what to do with them. I told her don't bring them here if she could sell them. All right, today on vacuum cleaner topic, I wanted to talk about something kind of different. I haven't talked about this, I don't think at all, but back in the day, all the vacuum cleaner companies came out with their vacuum cleaners. Many of them tried to be unusual and have different ends on their vacuums so you couldn't exchange them with your neighbors. This is a Hoover wand. This is a plastic one. They made them out of metal. Did I bring one with me? I didn't. But anyway, they are made out made out of plastic, but they were all designed the same way. They had a little turn twist on it here, and you open it up, and you'll see it's got a slot there. Well, that slot was to allow this little part on the crevice tool to go into it and not break off. The problem was these things did break off. It wasn't very good that way. But when they were metal, like this is a metal version, you'll see it's got the metal dom on it. They didn't fall off too much. But they would go into the wands like this, and you could lock it in place, and it wouldn't come out. So you could vacuum along, and it wouldn't come out. That's a great idea, as long as you can get these open easy and not hard. I did get this one done, but it was hard to do because they get a little stiff, and they don't work as good. All right, so, and then you've got this one as actually a metal adapter, so you can fit regular tools on there. This won't fit because it's the wrong size. Remember I told you they made them different, just to annoy people. See if I've got a duster here somewhere. Do I have anything back here? Oh, yes, I do, right here. Got this tool here. I sell these. These are multi-purpose tools. They could do upholstery. Ooh. They could do upholstery. Kind of weird looking, but they do. And then you could fold them up like this and put your wand in there, and then you could do your dusting or shading brush or whatever. No, it's a duster brush. Use it on curtains, soft things, because it's real soft. Now, they make this kind of brush sometimes out of plastic. The problem with the plastic duster brush is that it curls up like my old school teacher's hairdo used to be. If it gets too hot. Like you put it on something hot, the plastic will curl up. Horsehair will not. It'll wear off, but it will not curl up or melt. All right, step 3. I'm going to show this. Many of you grew up when they used the words to clean your house besides Hoover. In England, Hoover is the word. Everybody uses the word, I'm going to Hoover my house over there. Now they're going to say Dyson my house. I'm sorry, that slipped out. Dyson my house, because that's the popular vacuum cleaner over there. But in our country, the most popular, at least in this part of our country, in Shenandoah County, was Electrolux. It was sweeping the area. We had stores in every area of the county, county. And then they had salesmen come around and they'd help you out of your money. I mean, they'd help you out with your vacuum cleaner. And so they had the wands like this, metal wands with little slots in them so that you could put your vacuum cleaner wands together with a little twist and they'd stay together. I like this. This system works because all you have to do is slide them together, give them a little twist, and they're locked in place. They don't come loose until you twist them and they come apart. It's a great system. Every once in a while they'll get boogered up and they won't come loose, but most of the time they're very easy to take apart, as opposed to other brands of vacuum cleaners, which, oh, I've got another one back here I'll talk to you about in a minute. Oh, here's the metal Hoover. See how that's metal? And you could use your plastic part on it, and it had a plastic button on top, which would break very easily because you'd bump it on something and it'd snap. But that's the way Hoover made their machines. They had them with either the plastic twist or the plastic button, but it was a metal wand. All right, that's Hoover. And Electrolux, like I say, started off with these kind of wands. Eureka did too. Eureka vacuum cleaners did too. And these were very good. They were strong. These are aluminum. They do a good job on vacuum cleaners. Although, I must say that I use Electrolux metal wands for, I'm a shortwave radio guy. And for my ham radio, I use metal Electrolux or metal wands to go up to put my antenna on top of. Because, one, it's portable. The other is they don't break. Aluminum, when you get it long enough and you bend it, it'll break. It's not going to break here because it's too short. I'm trying to. Leverage is always important to know. You need to have leverage. Well, then years later, Electrolux sold their name rights to the company Eris. Well, they sold their name rights, Electrolux, to the Electrolux company of Sweden. So their American name now is Aerus. Lux by Aerus. A-E-R-U-S. They changed their wands to this. Okay? You might notice it's plastic. Okay? And it's got a big hole in the end so that you can slide this piece inside, and your tools have the same kind of ends. So guess what? These parts don't usually fit things like this. It won't go. What are you going to do? Well, when it comes to the electric part, if you have a old hose from your old Electrolux and you want to use it on something like this, you could buy this. By the way, I sell them. They fit on here. Like, look at this. This goes on here like this, locks into place. Now you're able to use a regular hose on the end of your vacuum cleaner. You don't have to use the expensive Electrolux style hose, which I don't even know if they make them anymore. They might still make them. But these things fit with a button. See that button? Ugh. See that button there, that little knob there, and that button there? Those things were made to break. I mean, those things were made to hold it tight so you couldn't get it loose unless you really wanted to. Now I'm going to tell you about the worst system that was ever out there. And I remember my mom fussing about it because the salesman came through the area back in the 60s, I think it was, and sold every one of my uncles this vacuum cleaner. It's a filter queen. Okay? They came through the area and they were just taking the world by storm. I got a customer coming in. I'm going to pause a moment and take care of them, okay? Be patient. Yes, ma'am. How can I help you this fine and rainy day?
You have these vacuum cleaner bags.
Royal Jet. I do.
Yay.
Oh, my. Well, at least I think I do. Because I used to sell, I used to be a servicer for the company.
Yeah.
That's an oldie goldie. That's a good vacuum cleaner. A metal tube with a motor. What else do you need?
I know.
Okay, let's go through here and see what I have. E, A, 1, B, U, uh-oh. Oh, but don't panic. There's probably another one that will fit. That's what I'm going to look for you.
Yeah, here it's F and
I have,
F and B.
yeah, the letters won't match, man. I'm sorry. They do that to confuse everybody.
Well, I stay confused.
Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to look on my computer to see if I can find this one. Because this is too big, I think.
That is
Just a hair. I've got all kinds of those. But hold on, let me go over here to my computer. And I'm going to look up here real quick. I am live and on the air on YouTube, by the way. Don't be panicked. They can't see you. Okay. Let's go here. Royal pudding. It's rich. Okay. Let's go into here under bags. Home. And Royal. And they were a good vacuum cleaner. Matter of fact, I've worked on several of them here recently.
Yeah, mine.
Oh, I did. Is it working okay?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the timer didn't go off yet. Okay. We'll see about that later. O-Y-L, okay. And then we go to bag. And you say the number of the bag was a what?
It's a J.
It's a J, okay.
Royal Tank Type J.
All right, well, let's go to bags. Let's click here. And I can still get them. I will order some, and they should be here
Well, how
by
much
next
are
Wednesday. They are thousands of dollars.
I know.
Well, I got to look to see what I can tell you. I'm going to tell you the price I'm going to charge you. So if you look at that, I'm not going to show you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm being mean, aren't I? Okay.
I don't care.
$5 for a pack. No, $3 for a pack of 3 right now. That's what I'm going to do.
I don't want. I want a larger pack.
You do, okay.
I want.
Well, how many do you want?
Like I think the biggest is 7.
I could do $1.50 a piece. And how about 10?
They got
How about 10? You want 10?
a J with 10.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
And it's the genuines, so they're $15
For 10.
for 10. Hold on, I'll get your number down here, and I'll call you when it comes in. Okay, your phone number?
Well, actually, I think I can get them cheaper than that.
Okay, you probably can.
I went online.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I should come here first.
I appreciate you coming here, but I can't beat everybody's price.
Oh, no, you can't. Everything's gone up so bad. Everything.
Well, somebody
Thank you
somewhere in a
for
warehouse
looking.
will love you, and my family will go starving. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I do the same kind of thing. I shop and see what I can do.
Well, you have to.
Yep.
And
Well, thank you so much. But yeah, those vacuums are really great. They last pretty much forever.
Well, good luck to you.
All righty. I'm back here again. I might cut that center stuff out because it took up a lot of time. Okay, back to this. We're talking about Filter Queen vacuum cleaners, okay? The one which someday I'm going to find that hairdryer to show you all. But this is a wand to an old-fashioned Filter Queen. They had a rubber end on them. See that rubber end? Had a button on it you could push. Well, the button that you pushed here had a, I don't know, let's see if I can do this for both cameras at one time. It had a rubber gasket with a rubber bump inside of there. You probably can't see that. But anyway, that rubber bump pushed on this little tiny button right here on it. Can you see that? Little tiny button. That little tiny button, what it did is released it because it's got metal wrapped around it and it's locked into place. The problem is this rubber gasket goes bad with time. Pushing on that little rubber button causes the rubber to go bad. Also, rubber gets old with periods of time and kind of flakes off or gets real gummy. It's terrible. But that's what this is. That's what the Filter Queen is. And so what I can get these parts. I can fix them for you if you want, because I can put new rubber ends on them, or I could possibly get even new wands completely for you for your Filter Queen. But what I have done in the past, when somebody had a hose and everything was in really bad shape, what I would do is adapt it with a regular hose and fix it so it would take these kind of wands, straight wands, and it wouldn't have the Filter Queen tool. People sometimes like that, sometimes they don't. All right, one more thing to watch out for. When you go to buy a vacuum cleaner, and probably you won't find this kind with me, but if you go to buy a vacuum cleaner, a lot of times, canisters now, you're going to have a hard time finding them, first of all. But secondly, you're going to find that they're making them with all kinds of fancy features. This is one piece wand. I push a button here, and I could shrink the wand up to the size that I need. If you give this one to a child, they'll think they're playing. Don't tell them they're cleaning, and just let them run around the house with this length of vacuum cleaner. But this vacuum cleaner has electric cords going into it. It's got two of them up here in the top. It's going into the vacuum cleaner. Those two cords help control two things on this one. One is this. It's got a light built into the wand. So if you ever get lost at night, turn on your vacuum cleaner and you can find your way around. I don't think I worked. Anyway, also it runs the motor to the power nozzle. And when I say what I mean by a power nozzle is that motorized device that goes on the vacuum cleaner to clean your carpets. I'm going to show you this real quick. This one happens to go to rainbow, but same thing. It plugs in here. The electric runs up this piece of the vacuum cleaner all the way to these buttons on the end. Yeah. Now in your hoses, sometimes you have a switch in the hose to turn on and off that power nozzle. And that's just fine, but it's one more place. Okay. This whole little, all this plastic and stuff covering up the wires and things, it can become a hassle. Plus, I've never really had a problem with it, but I've always wondered, this expansion and contraction, your electricity is running on a piece of paper that folds up inside this wand. Did you know that? It's crazy. It does. All right. Now, I think I'm done with this. Sewing machines. We're going to talk about sewing machines for a second. And that poor person that watched me live is gone forever. And they're not going to call me and ask me a question. And I'm a little disappointed. But sewing machines. I had a customer come in with a sewing machine the other day. And well, actually, let me tell you what I'm really thinking about here. I wanted to talk about the idea of patience. We don't have a lot of patience in this world anymore. Somebody's in front of you is having a hard time. They had to lean over and pick up something off the floor. They've stopped their car, put it in park. Do that is important. And they're reaching for picking up something off the floor in their car. And you're behind them. The light turns green. The first thing you do is slam on the horn. That's not nice. You don't know what's going on in that car. Now, if they've been there for about an hour, you might want to give a little toot, find out if they're alive, or get out and go look. But don't be rude. Don't be rude. Well, with some people with their sewing machines are that way. If their sewing machine starts acting up just a little wee bit, they're done. I'm done. I've given up. This machine is just a mess. So I'm going to give you some things to think about before you throw your sewing machine out the window, which I did have a customer once write on her blog that she brought her sewing machine to me. She got it home. It didn't work. She threw her sewing machine out the window. Didn't call me, but she wrote about me. So that's okay. It's okay. That just shows that I'm not perfect. What I would have suggested to her is some of the things that I'm going to suggest to you right now. And these are called FREE, free. All right? So, first thing, check to see if the needle is in right. Okay? Make sure your needle's in right. If you can sit down and look in your sewing machine and you see light shining back at you, your needle's in wrong. It is. So, what you want to do is take the needle out, put the flat side to the side it goes. Most sewing machines, it goes to the back, like it's facing my nose. Okay? So you want it to go, so the thread goes in the front and out the back. There are some machines that have the bobbin case to the side that the thread goes from side to in. And then there are still others. The Singer Featherweight is one of the best known, where the thread, your sewing machine is like this, and your needle is turned in, so the thread goes in and out towards the side instead of in and into the machine. Weird. But most machines nowadays are you thread from front to back. So make sure your needle's in properly and that it's in all the way to the top. There's a little screw that stops the needle from going too high. So you want to make sure the needle is in as high as it'll go. Because if it's not, this point of the needle might hit in your bobbin case down inside your machine. You would not be happy, and you might have to change. Well, you might have to change your needle. Plus, before you go on, you're having problems with your sewing machine, also look at the tip of the needle. Feel it. If you feel a sharp as you're going off the needle, time to change your needle. You got a burr on there. And it's better to have a burr on your needle than never mind. So, next week, we're going to go to threading. Rethread your machine. While you're very frustrated, kind of breathe a little bit. Unthread it. Pull the presser foot up. Take the thread off the spool. Take it across to the tension the guide on top. Take it down to your tension, wherever that is. You know where it is. I don't. All right? Take it to your tension. Then take it back up to your take-up finger. That thing that goes up and down, not the needle. The other thing goes up and down. The thread's inside the end of it. It goes up and down. Okay? Take it through that. Make sure it's through that. Some of them, you don't really see it when you go around. The test on that is to hold the thread on the spool and pull on the thread after you think you got it in the take-up finger. It should come out at the top of the machine, not down here. Okay? If it comes out down here, you don't have it through the take-up finger yet. So you got to go back up and around that take-up finger and bring it back down. Then you thread your needle, okay? Because you've already pulled it tight, press your foot up. Now you put the press foot down and try to sew. It should work just fine. But if it still locks up, don't throw it out the window yet. Here's the second thing you could do. We're talking about the bottom of the machine now. All right, you want to look to make sure you have the right type of bobbin. Remember we talked about that before, how there are different types of bobbins that can go in the bottom of the bobbin case. Make sure they're proper, because if it's jumping all over the place, you're going to have a big mess down at the bottom. All right. Okay, one more thing, and then I got another customer coming, and I think we're going to have to call it a day. This is kind of weird. Oh, bring your Christmas ends lights now. Not the tree lights. I don't work on those. But you've got your favorite little pot or your things that you have in your house that you like to have lit up at Christmas time, only at Christmas time. Bring them out now, test them out to make sure that those lights work. If those lights don't work, oh my goodness, I get calls Christmas Eve. Oh, these lights have to work. We're having a Christmas Eve party and these lights are... I'm sorry, I don't have time. So do it now. Bring those lights in. All right? Excuse me a second. Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
Bags.
What kind of bags do you need?
I need them for a Herpa 360 canister, Kenmore.
Kenmore 360 vacuum cleaner. Excuse me. Maybe I'll be back, or this might be the end. Okay. All right. So let me see the bag.
That's what I got you. Is that what I got?
Oh, it's the you just get the 50-55 bag.
Is that what it is?
You want them in packs of 3 or packs of 9?
9, please.
Okie dokie. We'll help you out here.
All right. I thought I better save this bag.
Well, I would save this one. Okay. I don't know where you got the 360 from, but that must be on the vacuum cleaner.
It is on the vacuum cleaner, yeah.
Alrighty. Let me tell you how much it is. You didn't buy the vacuum for me, I think.
No, I bought it from Sears umpteen years ago.
Well, that's all right.
You did repair it for me one time. I think the rollers on the brush electric.
Yeah, you know what you mean, and I know what you mean too. Okay, I'll let you. It's been a very quiet day. I should have turned the camera on sooner. Then I'd have more people come.
Oh, okay, that's
No.
very nice.
Yeah, well, or get on the phone. Wives find that out when they get the human fly. You get on the phone, and all of a sudden the kids got questions. They're quiet all day until then. K-E-N. And then they're all over your face. Go outside and play. It's raining. We don't care. Okay. It's 1578. Well, if you don't, I have change. That's 10 so far. There's 15. Uh, 78. Well, close will be good. We're not playing hand grenades. So close. Oh, you got it. Thank you. Look at there, exact change. It's going to be pretty, keep your money there. It's going to be a pretty day tomorrow. That's what Dad always would say. No, it's not. It's supposed to be raining.
This is the 15, that was 5, 10.
Oh, it is 15. Ma'am, thank you. No wonder I don't make money.
You have a blessed day.
Oh, it's getting better all the time.
Okay,
Thank you.
You're welcome. See ya.
Okie dokie. When people have a problem, usually I try to answer it while I'm on the air, but asking for bags is not as much of a big deal. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm back again. Nobody's still watching. That's okay. Today, I was talking about a little bit of patience there, about your sewing machine. You can be patient about your kids too. Be patient about your significant other, or I like to call her my beloved, because she's my wife. So anyway, you can have patience. Instead of snapping off, you know, the pop tops off and fizz comes everywhere. It's also one thing, I just want to point this out. I have well, Dr. Bird, one of his favorite things when we were talking in our fellowship was one time he said, you know, when you spill a cup, what comes out of the cup? What's in the cup? So when you bump into somebody, what comes out of them is what's in their cup. So beware, and beware what you put in your cup. If you're constantly angry, Think about it. You might have some problems. It's not everybody else. Well, maybe it is. All right. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. And I'll try to edit this one because there was a lot of breaks in there. And somebody else is coming in. What a deal. I think it's my beloved. All right. We'll talk to you later. Okay. Let's see. How do I turn this off? I'll finish. Facebook, you're gone. Say goodnight, Gracie. Gracie! All right. Up here, I'm going to say goodnight to you all, too. Y'all have a great day. Thank you all for watching. Later. All right. Yes, I do want to end it. I want to keep it, too. And end it. Okay. There it goes. We're going to end it. You're ended.